Alrighty. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Oh, so you got 2 viewers. That's nice. Alrighty. Welcome to the stream. There's the first one of Planet Zoo. And it's going to be a very relaxing one. Not really going to do a lot of big things in this one. Well, it's going to be a big thing, but not a lot that we're going to do. What is having negative effects? Naturally, we still need to get that looking a bit better. Yep, definitely need to get that looking better. Let's have a look-see here. I mean, it looks good, actually. Looks fine. I guess we could make it look a bit better, though. Alright, but what we are going to be doing in this live stream is building a... what do you call it? Let me just see here. Can't exactly remember what you call it. Transport ride. So we're going to do a monorail. Essentially, it's just going to go around this hill that we have made. Just going to go around and then come back between these. And then we need to give the people another loot. So, I mean, we've been giving them some food over here. And they can get all their snacks here. They have a loo over here. But, I mean, let's be honest, that's not enough. So, we'll have to add another one. And I'm thinking a good spot for it is going to be right around about over here somewhere. Oh, wonderful. Good news. Good news. Alright, so let's see. So facilities, we need to get ourselves a guest facility over here. Once again, this is just going to be a really relaxing, chilled one. I think maybe if we put it over here somewhere. Terrain modification failed. How about there? Yes, that should do the trick. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, no, don't do that. That's weird. Going with that way a bit. It seems like we can. Looks good, but it's all up in the air now. That is not exactly how I want it. Like that should do the trick. Alright. Just get these joined up, but I need to get this to the smaller one. Join it up like so, and then we're gonna have ourselves a nice little path running through here. I think it has to be... let's give it a little bit of an angle. Not too much, just a tiny little bit. Yep, something like that. And then at the back here, I'm thinking, let's do a little bit of a pond or something over here. Let's just make that a tiny bit bigger. Something like so. Yep. There we go, just get a bit deeper. So we're just gonna do like a little water feature over here. Should make it quite nice, actually. And then we're also naturizing this area over here, making it look a bit more green. All those lovely things. So I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Water. How much of the water we have here? That's good. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Planet Zoo is really chilled. It's a really relaxing game. Let's see, something like that. Let's just paint this. Giving this a nice bit of soil in there, because obviously we don't want it to be grass in the water. I mean, that will look a bit weird. Alright. Then nature again, we are going to go for our own area, so that would be temperate and Europe, something like that. Yep. Let's see what we can do with this. I mean, I do have a few examples here that I've got. Let's just get this off. Align to surface, no need to do that. That looks pretty good. Let's go for something like this over here. Now I would like it to basically just spread out a little bit more. This isn't my usual stream. This one's going to just be a lot of sitting here and relaxing. So it's been a pretty long week. So just sitting here building our zoo is essentially what I am going to be doing. I know it's Mondays, but last week was quite something. Yeah, I think just relaxing is a good way of doing a stream. Let's see, so that's something like that. And then I just want to go a little bit smaller as we go this way. So maybe a few smaller ones. How about something like that? That's pretty big, so I don't think that one's going to work. Yeah, small. There we go. That's what we want. One small, another small. I think that should do the trick, isn't it? I think so. And then we can go back with the paintbrush over here. A bit smaller. Get some rock in there. Yep. I approve of this message. Okay, so that should do good. I'm thinking of doing an animal as well. Something small, so maybe the Chinese pangolin, because I would like to start actually doing something in this area over here. If I have a little enclosure over here for the pangolin, it would be pretty cool. And then somewhere in the future, what I'm going to do is, I think maybe in the next episode or so, I am going to have another area with shops and a rest stop, etc., etc. over here. Still thinking of how I want the style to be. So I'll actually do a little bit of research and find ideas, etc. If you have any suggestions for a style that you would like to see, then by all means, let me know. And I can see what I can do over here. Alright, so back to this area. Let's just see nature. I'm gonna need a few trees over here, but I do... Yeah, no, that's true. They do have a bit of a strange little vibe to them. They sometimes feel like they are very human-like in the sense of the way they look at you, like they really understand what you're saying. I mean, I've actually seen a pangolin in real life, so they are so adorable. And this is pretty decent, but I want to get the cypress trees. Yes, I love the cypress trees. I think one over there should be good. And you can have this little tiny one over here. I kind of feel like when I play Planet Zoo, everything's a happy accident. I go all Bob Ross on myself. So I just put one there. I basically go with what I feel like is a good spot for something. Ah, look at it blend in. Maybe we need to leave a bit of space for a sign over there. Just to let the people know. Yep, we can definitely beat the devil out of it. If you have that 2-inch brush, then you beat the devil out of it. Let's see, what am I looking for right now? I do need something that's a bit more for water. Where are they? Do I have them under my... No. No. Huh. Okay, well I guess I'll have to go for... I think it's a lily, I think. No, it's not a lily. Okay, well I'll have to go look for it though. See, those are lilies. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. The common water lily. So I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. There we go. Add that one over there. Add one there. Put a little splash over there. And in our world, we have a few of them living right over there. There we go. Anyways. So getting rid of the lily, and then we're just gonna go back to the European temperate. Thank you very much. That is good. Obviously, we need some cattail reeds. I really love the cattail reeds. They really suit the style that I'm going for when it comes to the water areas. I love the bramble bush. Nice thick lush bush over there. Well, the day's been quite alright actually. I'll admit I am quite tired, but that too shall pass. And then we'll do better in the very near future. Still got a lot of things to do. Let's see. So the salt water is also pretty cool. I like that. Also gives us you a nice bushy feel to it. So I'm gonna add one over there. Go around, have a few over here as well. But I do need to remember to do the sign. So let's quickly do the sign while I'm here. Maybe we can find something that works with this area. So let's see, signs. Considering we do have the conservation area over here, so everything is nice and green. The same with the restaurant. And then the toilets over here. And we have a look at our Star Village. Everything here is green, so we want to stick to the whole green feel to it. No metallic type of things over here. That is metallic. Wait, I'll have to get this to align to the surface. What's this one? This is a classic, isn't it? Oh, it's East Asian. That's interesting. So basically, yeah, today's stream is if you just want to come in and really just chill, have something in the background or something you can just enjoy some building in Planet Zoo, then you are in the right place. Let's see, so these are toilets. That's an interesting how can I get which one is better? I'm trying to see. I really wish they had more. I mean, that's pretty decent, but I really wish they had some more type of fonts. I guess we can go with that one. Should be fine. Yeah, sure. Well, at least they know. Because I've actually checked on the people. If you have a look-see. Oops, let me just close out over there. So a lot of them actually are looking for toilet. I mean, that one's already clutching, so having a bit of a struggle there. This one needs to eat something, so that's why we want to do this. I think it's a good spot to have some more food, etc. coming in, so that is going to be something. I don't know, is the in-game music too loud? I haven't changed it, so I don't know. To be quite honest. If you need me to turn it down, feel free to let me know. I mean, I'm always using this volume for the music when I do my plain old recordings. We're not gonna have any time lapses this time unless you want to see me really build quickly, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult. Let's see, back to nature. Back to nature we go. Let's see, so Blackthorn. That's actually quite pretty, isn't it? No, don't like that. Let's see. Align to surface. Nope. And then a common ash tree. I actually love the common ash tree. Okay, I love trees in general, so... Alright, no, that's good. I am glad. Got the common foxglove over here. Let's see, some more saltwort. Yep. Something like so. And then some more stones could do as well. Rocks. Maybe a few over here. That should do the trick. Something like this. I don't know. I don't think you'll find nettles really growing next to water. I'm not sure. Alright, so let's see. Some more bramble bush. That's a big one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Alright. On to what we want to get going for our for this episode. So obviously episode and live stream. I'm gonna need some space here. Considering I want the monorail to run through over here, make its way around, and then just do the whole loop-de-loop-de over here. Alright, so that means we'll have to get the monorail in here somewhere. Let's see. So I'm gonna do the transport rides, monorail, something like that, but I need it to be nice and straight though. And I'm not exactly sure if that is the correct height though, so I'll have to check that. I think that's a bit high. So construction again, and then we're going to use the... not going to be under constellation, no. It is the 3D printed one. So that's going to be under content pack and conservation. There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. Oh, it's not high enough. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we'll have to go a little bit higher on this. Up, up, up. There we go. I think that should be good. Now, naturally, the pretty cool thing about this is going to run across this for a little while, which means we can actually have something actually be living over here. Ah, that's a pretty decent idea. Just have something over here. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe we can do the what do you call them? The clouded leopard. We can have the clouded leopard, or maybe even tigers or something live over here. We can make a nice enclosure for tigers on that spot. I think that's a decent idea. Alrighty, so next up we're going to start off with the construction. So that is pretty decent, so now it fits in underneath there. I think what I can do is I'm going to place it down. Just get it nice and straight. Something like that. Not exactly sure how far we'll have to go that way, but we'll figure that out. And then grab this. Nope, just exit that again. Grab a hold of that and lower it down just a tiny smidge so that it sits on top of that. Yeah, that's good. I mean, this is quite nice. I mean, the size of it is pretty decent, but I think we'll have to just change the... yeah, we'll have to change that a little bit. If you just joined in the live stream, very much a welcome to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are just having a super relaxed time over here. I mean, we've been live streaming for 20 minutes. Not a lot going on. In the sense of we are just chilled. We are building. There we go. Yeah, that's decent. We'll see how that works out. Right, so obviously what we're going to need here is we're going to need an entrance over here. Place an entrance. Oh wait, yeah, I'll have to tell it in which side it has to go. So I keep on forgetting this. Okay, so you there. Edit the track. You there, I want you to be on the right hand side, off on the left hand side. But no. Alright. Nope. That's not what I'm looking for. Thank you. I guess that's no. Okay. It's a little bit finicky to get this going. Okay, let's just get these going a little bit as well. Something like so. 20 meters is good. Yeah, I think that'll do. We're going this way. Give it a... Oopsies. No, not that one. A little bit of a turn. Nice. And then straighten it out again. It seems to be working fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Pull me another one. I keep on grabbing the wrong one. Something like that should do the trick. And then we're gonna go across the river. Something like that. And then let's just turn it a little bit more. Or basically have it run. Oops, go straight. Have it run parallel to the river for a little bit of a distance. I think maybe something like that should do the trick. Maybe we can start turning it in now. So we're gonna have to cross that river again, so let's go that way. So basically we don't have just bridges made out of something like that should do the trick. Just a whole bunch of bridges to walk on, but also tiny little monorail bridges. Let's just keep you going. What I do appreciate about this is that it basically keeps it nice and straight. So just the supports change their heights. It's not a whole, it's not a roller coaster ride. So okay, keep it going, and then we can start turning in here. Okay, so we're gonna go across this part. I'm thinking of having giant pandas over here, or tigers over here, and then giant pandas over here, or vice versa. It's still undecided, but I think that would look really cool. Yeah, that's good. Seems a bit much there. There we go. Do that. I think that should do the trick, and then just auto-complete it. Yeah, that's decent. There we go. That is lovely. So what I want to do is, while we have them all selected, I think everything is selected. No, it's not. Okay, so we're just gonna slide it all around so we can have everything selected, and then we'll have the supports have a different color. Thinking that should do the trick. I want it to be the weird yellow. Oh wait, that didn't work. Hello? Oh, edit track. There you go. that is set up to be like so, which means then naturally it does appear that I've set it up actually in the right way. So let's see. Yes, beautiful. You go over there and our exit goes on this side. Alrighty, connect an entrance. So basically I would like it to be this one, but I want it to be a 4 meter. I don't exactly know why it doesn't allow me to have the 4 meter over there, but it's fine, I guess. One more. Start coming down. How nice. Alrighty. The monorails are a pain in the butt and looks ugly. They can be. Yeah, they can be sometimes. It's a good thing to have in your zoo. If you work with it nicely, I believe you can still make it look partially decent. It's a nice attraction. Personally, I would absolutely love to go on a monorail in a zoo. We don't really have proper decent zoos in South Africa as far as I know. I mean, I know the one in Pretoria, but I'm not sure if it's decent. It used to be. It used to be a pretty good one, actually. Used to be pretty decent indeed. I'm a little bit sure about this right now. This is a little bit odd. I mean, sure, I guess we can just use another path. Let's see. If I take it from here, but I'm going to do it a bit bigger though. Let's say something like that should do the trick. And then remove that so I can have a nice control over it. Yeah, sure, that should do the trick. I think. Yeah, that's good. And then essentially we just want to join these up as well. So let's just go something like that. Gives us a nice little space here to make a little garden or something. I am not too opposed. Okie dokie. One thing I can say is that the monorails are really tricky to do. The settings are absolutely terrifying, to be quite honest. Let's see, okay, so that is a good color for that. Is that the color I'm looking for? This is gonna be a nice yellowish color. Yeah, that's good. And then this one can be... maybe we'll do this on white. Yeah, the seat can be white, and then we'll just change this to that one as well. So it basically fits with the aesthetic that we're going here. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. I am concerned about my people's safety over here, but I mean, that's fine. Sure. Yeah, no, that's good. So essentially what I'm going to do here is let's get back to the construction thing. I just want to see if it actually works. Something like so. And then we can just go up a little bit. That should do the trick. No. Is this how I want it? I mean, this isn't bad. I would have liked it to be in a bit of a better angle there, but I mean, sure. Nope. Let's see how... no, that's definitely... okay, we'll just go with this. So we can go with that one. Lower it down, have it there. I think this is going to be like a 2-meter wall. Yeah, that's a 2-meter wall. Not a problem. And then I do believe that we can maybe add in a few extra of these, but it's not going to... see, that's the little thing over there. I mean, sure. I mean, this isn't bad. We'll go with that. Let's see. So then we're gonna have something like this, maybe. Yeah, sure. Can do a little garden over there. And then naturally we need to have a path that is going to go down from that side as well. So I would say something that is as close to that as possible. Would have been nice. I actually kind of like this. It would have been nice if we had this one as a path for, well, just the pedestrian, the guest path. Would have been quite nice to have that. So I guess we'll have to go with the hexagon one. 1, 2. Nope, not like that. So, and then we'll go down from here. And then just bring it in and that way. Yeah, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I mean, we'll do with it what we can. I think it would have been pretty cool. Just have the same type on both sides. Okay, so back to construction. We will be using this one over here again. 1 and 2. Yep. That works out quite nicely. Let's just get that back up there. Nope, the 1 meter one. Something like that. Now this one's quite steep actually. I didn't think it's going to be that steep. Definitely not that one. Gosh darn it. That's a bit disappointing, but I mean, we can fill that up, I guess. Or maybe just change it with this one up here. No, that's a no-go. Okay, well, we'll just fill this one up all the way. Can't do any harm. Like so, and then just, whoopsies, no. There we go. I mean, that's fine. It's not, man. Okay. Yeah, it's not as good as I want it to be, but it's fine. It's okay. Let's not have perfect be the enemy of good. So we'll do the same on this side then. Nope. Let's go up. Get it up there. Beautiful. And then flip it around. So this is the part that I quite enjoy about it, because I mean, out in the world you're going to see a lot of things that are trying to be made perfect, and in here it's not one of those places actually. Planet Zoo is not made to make things perfect. You can, if you really try, but I kind of like the whole idea of, like I say, not letting perfect be the enemy of good. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and I think I can, nope, I can't fit one in there, but it's good. It gives it a little bit of a railing over there. I mean, you can still have yourself a nice tumble down there. Probably have to go to the emergency room, but yeah, especially with big heads like this. Got yourself a nice big head? Yep, you definitely go tumbling. Right, let's just quickly finish up this side. This one is from here, yes. Like so, and like so. Beautiful. Now, naturally, this needs power. I think we have power here. Do we? We do, but I think maybe let's just add a little something here for power. Facilities. No, wait, before I do facilities, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to have the path, start path. Yeah, it's good. have this run nice next to this. It should do the trick. Okay, and then actually I just need to quickly finish off this queue. Oh, okay, well the queue actually works out quite nicely. It has a very good 90-degree angle over there. That's lovely. Staff bath once again. So there's this idea that my wife gave me to give more history type of lessons regarding the Silk Road as well, which is something that I am quite optimistic about. I do enjoy giving a little bit more education and, you know, just something you can teach or take away that's quite interesting from my videos here. Health and safety for who? Yes, exactly. Health and safety for who? As long as it looks nice, we are happy. Oh wait, this isn't right though. I thought I changed that. So customization. Track colors, definitely not that color. I mean that. Guess that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Quite happy with that. That's fine. So how are you guys doing? I mean, I'm sitting here talking and it's quite quiet over here. That's quite nice. Oh yes, no, she definitely is smart. Smartest woman I know. Let's see, so facilities. What am I doing? Utilities, there we go. Got to have the utilities. I don't know if that's gonna fit the way I want it to, but I mean, sure. That's a bit off. I'm sorry to hear that. The week is definitely kicking my ass too. It's been one hectic one. That's all squiff. I don't like that. Let's just do this again. New. New. There you go. I need you to be nice and straight. Something like that should do the trick, I guess. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so we are going to go here. And now we're going to continue building. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Could have actually just used the arch, but I mean, why would I do that? One like so. And then a little path. Join it up. Beautiful. I think maybe we can just get rid of that one and then... yeah, we can do a little bit of a garden over there as well. Fantastic. Okay, guess we'll just have to close up this little gap. I have just the answer for that. So I'll just basically do this. Let's see if I can do that. Little twisty. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. Okay. Now back to having a floor. So I'm thinking the next stream we're going to do is back to Timberborn. I'm thinking of maybe doing just a chill stream for Grounded as well, maybe. I don't know. really got addicted to it. But the first one, the first grounded. Where is it now? Oh dear, I've changed the whole setup. Did I though? I did. Oh no. Okay, content pack, we're gonna do conservation. Yes, that's what we're looking for. And then we'll do a tiny little bit of a thingy going around over here. I'll do it that height. I think that looks actually pretty good. What is going on over here? There you go. Flip it. One over there. And then we'll just add one in there as well. Oh, weird little textures, but I mean, that's fine. Alrighty, and then what I'm gonna need over here is going to be the next little thing over here. So let's see, get rid of these. We are looking for grass. I found it. There's a lot of it. Alright, that's good. Can do this again. I really enjoy the whole grass patches on the top of roofs. It actually looks really nice. Quite enjoy it. Now I'm just I gotta see this quickly, because I have a few examples here. I see what I am missing. A little something that I'm gonna add up here. And just flip it. There we go. No, that's the wrong group. Thank you. I need to have it on this one. Yeah. No. Why? Ah. Okay. Gosh darn it. I guess I have to move this wall. That one. And this one. And those. And then those two. And that one, I think. Okay, I'll just have to redo that. That's fine. Not a big problem. Yep. Gonna have to go there. Now that's an odd one. Oops. No, no. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Now obviously it works with this as well, so that is a win. Honestly, I'm fine with that for now. Ooh, that sticks out a bit much, but I mean, that's fine. Once again, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. What I can do though is close this off. And then just do a gentle little move. There we go. That works a lot better. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so that works. Let me just see what's going on this side now. Ew. Okay, hold on. We can fix that, I think. Hopefully we can. I mean, it is a 4 meter one, so it should allow us to do that. Wait, okay. Come on. There we go. Get rid of that. And then we'll just do the same here. Whee! That works. Lift and drop. Honestly, this side is a bit weird. It would have worked out a lot better if it was the same type of pathway as this side. Don't know why they don't have it like that, but hey, still a wonderful game. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty, and then we're just gonna do the same on this side. Flip it and two. And then the second one over there. Yeah, that's decent. That's pretty decent. Alright. What do we have here? So we got an aircon vent. Got another one over here. Not a big fan of that one actually. How's this one? No. Conservation panels. I like these things, I just don't like them building on the inside. I'm just gonna check something quickly. I wonder if you can actually change that. So it's modular. That's opaque glass. Why would you have opaque glass? That's weird. Why not just normal glass? I'm confused. But okay, that's fine. We'll just check back on that. But I do like the style of it. Wait. That's a large decorative building. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, anyways. I haven't actually explored with all of it yet, so that's quite nice. I like that. That's quite nice. Let's see if we can implement that. We're going to have you... Wait, first, before we get to that, let's just get the name of it on here. So we are going to go with... position snap, nope. Align to surface, yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Add you to there, so we are going to do this one as the... I think that's I, yes. This one is going to be called Bulky Express. It's okay. A little bit down over here. Where is the X? There you go. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's still a whole week ahead, but I mean, you got this. That's why I enjoyed doing the streams on Monday. It's at the start of the week, so still a little bit more fresh. At the end of the week, I don't think I'll have the energy for it at all, for now. Somewhere in the future, I'll start doing more streams. Or move the date or something like that. I'll see. I guess at the moment, Mondays just work quite nicely. There we go. I am quite liking that. I think it's a bit skew. Yeah, it's a bit skew, but that's fine. Now these here also need to have the same color as our little train or monorail. There you go. That is good. Yeah, sure. Quite liking that. Alright. So the part that I wanted to do here is go back to construction. We are looking for the architecture. We are looking at conservation. There we go. That is quite nice. Now I just need to find the little things that I'm looking for. New. Trying to figure out which one I want to use. I mean, this is actually quite nice. I actually quite like the... Kind of reminds me of the house my brother just bought. I think they have those type of walls somewhere there. Let's see, so we want to duplicate it. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, just up to the... Yeah. Wonderful. I'm gonna do that and then grab this and move it over. Yep. That's decent. I like that. What else can we do? I'm trying to get inspiration from this. What is this? Yorkshire Foggrass. I haven't seen those. Okay, so we're gonna go here and then we're looking for, I think it's called, no, not Aster, as something. Oh, it is Aster. Okay, cool. We want the Aster. Oh, we want the nice big one. Nope, not the big one, the medium one. I'll just drop a few of these on here. How nice and lovely and beautiful. Alrighty, and then we're gonna do basically the same here, but we just need to get those in here first. Why is it on the floor now? There we go. One over there, one over there. Flip it, one over there, one right over there. Yeah, sure. Now, naturally, not a lot of people will be able to see this. I mean, if you're down here, you can't see it, but I mean, still looks pretty from up here, I guess. No, no, that's bad. No. There we go. Then we go back to nature over here. We want to have the grass once again. Nope. Gardening. Yes, lovely. And then we'll just go around sticking in all this grass over here, trying not to let it go through. That's pretty decent. Alright, back to the Aster. Aster large is not going to work, so we'll have to go with the medium one again. We'll just drop in a few of these to make it fit in there nicely. We'll do the same on this side. And then I want these. They actually look quite nice. Ooh, that's a lot of these. Nope. What is this one called? No. That one. There you go. That one. Yes. We're gonna incorporate that. It just breaks the little flowery patches, so it just makes it nice and thick, and just breaks it a little bit. Kind of like that. That is nice. So what I'm thinking is maybe a few little flowers up there as well. For that I'm going to go to gardening. I'm thinking, let's see how this goes. No, bigger one. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do one on this side. Oh yes, definitely the Swiss cheese one. There we go. Drop that in there. I am quite happy with that. That looks good. Small one. Yeah, sure. And then let's see, what else do we have? Something small. So maybe if we can go with a banana plant. Oh, a water banana plant. I haven't seen these. Yes, it's called a Swiss cheese. Here we go, Swiss cheese plant right there. No lies. It does look like a monstera though, but hey, I'm not gonna argue. Wait, what was it? What? Banana. Banana plants. That's a big one. Maybe if we do a little small one over there. I'll leave out the banana plant on that side, so just do that. No, go over there. And then one over there, I think. Yeah, that's good. Quite happy with that. Actually, this building is going to go away. It does look nice though. Wish I knew, I had ideas how to incorporate it. It would have been pretty cool. Anyways, for now, I need to bug off again. Right, so over here, what we're going to do again is do a tiny little spot over here. Ooh, that's arrowwood. Arrowwood is very bushy. It's quite big, so I don't think we're going to do this one. Got a 4 meter one, 8 meter one, another 8 meter one. Wow, that's big. I'm thinking, let's go with the what am I looking for? Let's just fill this up first, and then we can get back to the rest of the gardening type of things. But what I do need to do first is I just need to get at least short grass in here. Otherwise the grass is just going to stick through the mulch. Yeah, that doesn't really matter because we're going to do the mulch up to the higher point over there. Up to the brim, the top part. We'll be filling it up to the brim. That one needs another little He's down there. Otherwise, okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter for the rest. Can't really see it, but that little part that's open, you'll be able to see it. And then maybe we'll just have to do a tiny little one over here as well. Otherwise, there we go. Now back to terrain, just do the short grass around this part as well. I don't think I want to do mulch here. Let's see if I'll have to do the mulch. So get this one, and then we go to the mulch. It just looks better, I guess. Let's just switch off the snap surface part. It does look better than... Ooh, that's a bit... Oh, because there's a hill there. That's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? I mean, sure, I guess we can still do that. It's just gonna have these little weird steps in it. Well, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It looks a bit odd, but not bad. Not bad. As long as it doesn't look bad, I'm not too mad. There we go. And then we're gonna go back to this one again. Let's just fill up the rest. Get that in there. Okay, at least it's nice and flat to this side. That helps a lot. And let's just get that grass wagon. And then we're just gonna go around. Nature. There we go. I think after this we are going to go and do ourselves the little babies on this side. Little Chinese pangolin. We'll put them in there. Not exactly sure. I don't think they need a big space, so that's fine. We'll do something there for them. I'm trying to think if we would like to have some more. I think this is actually a good thing. So we're gonna have some stops over here. So I think maybe we'll have another one around about over there, and then another stop somewhere over there, just on the other side of the river. So it's basically the 3 stops. I think that should look quite nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. This actually looks quite nice. Now, I'm no design expert of any kind, but I mean, I guess it's 100% a matter of taste. In the end, if you enjoy your little game and what you have created, then it's perfect in a sense. Let's get this going around. Something like that. I'm all for not being hard on yourself, even though I am sometimes quite hard on myself. So, but it is good to show some kindness to yourself as well. Let me just fill up that tiny little spot over there as well. It's still gonna have a whole bunch of plants in it anyway, so I don't see a problem with this. Let's just imagine someone was working here and then left those little grooves in there for water to make their way down. Like these little steps to make their way down. Righto. I'm thinking which one would we like to add in here? I mean, we got the fairy fan. The The fairy fan flower is quite pretty. Let's just check what we have here. Okay, so obviously the goldenrod is... It's nice, but it's not what I'm looking for. I can actually use these in between. Yeah, these are going to go in the garden. These are going to go around the garden. And then what's this? Oh, this is a twin flower. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let's do the twin flower. Want it to be at the back or over here? Let's do it over here. This is gonna run in the front. There we go. But I think maybe we'll have to do this with a smaller one, considering there's this gap or this elevation thing going. It's fine. Still looking beautiful. You can go around. Around and around we go. There we go. That's nice. So I've also decided with the week I've had last week, I am looking for something where I can just be creative, where I can sit and chill, have a chat with you guys, you know, just relax for once, if that makes sense. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go... I definitely want a few of these up here as well, so maybe let's add a few of these Swiss cheese plants up here. Again, it's a funny name, but personally, it like I said, it looks a whole lot more like a Monstera to me than a Swiss cheese. But I mean, I am no botanist. I don't really know exactly. What? Is it the same? No, it's not the same flower. Whoopsies. Adding some orchids over here. There's a few of them over there, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just get rid of this one. It's true, we can't blame them. I mean, let's blame the botanist. Or the scientist, or whoever decided to name them. Dwarf Cornell. Oh, that's pretty. Some elephant ear. We can do some elephant ear, but let's just go back to... Where's our little Swiss cheese? There we go. Add a few of these in here as well. I mean, yeah, sure. Like I said, it has these little steps, but I'm not too concerned about the steps. There we go. Now, let's just go to a bigger picture here for a second. Very nice. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's pretty decent. So what I can actually do is, let me see if I can do that. If I do a tiny little log, what's this? The log round path. I'm going to do it like a 9 meter or something. Maybe not the log one. Let's see. Tree bark. Yes. And then we can do one over here as well, I think. Don't know if this side's going to work, but we can add a few picnic tables here. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see, we'll see. But for now, let's just continue with our little garden over here. These are alpine sea holly. Those are quite big, wow. Where did our variegated ones go? There we go. The hosta, I think. I don't know. but I like them. They're pretty. Actually remind me a lot of my brother. He loves the variegated blondes. Just go down that way. I think that looks good. Yeah, sure. Just add them all the way over here. Yeah, oops, that one's on top of the other one. Oh well, I'll get it now. I'll get it in a second. There we go. Quite nice. And just go around that way. I must say I'm quite happy. So it's not there's not a lot of concurrent viewers, but I mean we've already have like 12 views so far on the stream, which is quite nice. I think that's awesome. Loving the support. Loving the support. Even if you just show up for a little while, it's always great to have you legends here. I want to add a few more of those. Looks a little bit naked. I'll just add one there. Give him a little buddy over there. And then we can just add one over there as well. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. I'm liking it. Right, now on to garden number 2, which is just going to be this tiny little one over here. I don't even think I'm going to do much of a garden here. I think maybe let's just do something like we did over here. Just a whole bunch of nice little plants. So for that, we're going to need a temperate biome again, I think. Can't remember what. That's bracken, so that is temperate. Yeah, okay, so we're going to find them there. So temperate, and then we're going to Europe. Now Europe has my favorite little tree over here that I'm going to add in as another cypress. We always do the little cypress trees because they are, well, they're pretty. So that's pretty good. What's this? This is a cork oak. We can add one over there. No, I haven't named any animals after you. So if you have yourself a little bit of a selection, would you like to be named after an animal or a staff member? We have ourselves the Indian rhino, which is the one we have spoken about in the previous one. We got ourselves the Japanese raccoon dogs. Then we got our Bornean elephants. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got our little horsies. Don't ask me to pronounce them. It's just I just know that they are from Mongolia. So got those. Then we have the Nilga and the black buck over here. These are the Peter Davids. We got our ibex over here. Oh my goodness, I can actually remember everything and where they are. That is beautiful. And then we have our badgers over here. Japanese raccoon. All right. Let's just go find ourselves a little one over here. That is... Oh, why is your social like this? Are you... Not enough climbing area? Are you serious? Well, there you go. Silver soul. There we go. You are officially a tiny little Japanese raccoon dog. They are a sort of jackal, even though they look like raccoons. Pretty cute, actually. Alrighty, let's see. What about you? So I just mentioned them all. Which one would you like to be? An employee or one of the animals? I can get you in the zoo as well. while we wait, I am going to quickly have a look-see here. So, animal. Okay. You can be an animal. Which one would you like to be? No, this is gonna be under not facilities. Is it under facilities? I can't remember. Nobody wants to be an employee. I guess if you're really passionate about zoology, you are going to be one of those. Okay, pangolin. All right. Well, we'll definitely do that when we add them in there. I think maybe I can do that right now. Let's see. So animal trading. Chinese pangolin. Okay, so we do have two over here. That's not good. Just go ahead in there. I think they only do... Let me just check this. I'm not 100% sure. So let's just go to the Zoopedia. Okay, critically endangered. Oh, shame. 50,000 to 100,000 of them. I don't even want to go into the Chinese pangolin. It's so sad. Let's see here. Okay, so up to 3 males and up to 3 females. Oh, that's pretty cool. Social needs, they are solitary animals and spend their time alone, except during mating season. Okay, so one of each is good. One of each is pretty decent, and I have a very big backlog of little animals here. Can I rename you now? Oh, I can't rename you now. Okay, well, we have them. And as soon as they head into the enclosure, they are definitely going to be called Crochet of War. So, one of them. Oh, I just need to quick take a sip of water here. No, I agree. I also have a hard time understanding animal trade. We would like to keep them all safe, and there's only so much we can do in the end. But I personally think that all little creatures need to be protected. We need to keep them all safe. Benches and bins. Want to have a picnic table here. New World one. I think this fits quite nicely, actually. Let's see. I mean, we can do the conservation one. Yeah, the conservation one's fine. So I'll do that one over there. That's not gonna work. Aww. Aww. Alright, no, that's fine. I'll just get rid of that one. But at least we have a little picnic spot on this side. Just to have a seat. I think maybe we can duplicate and then we just add another one over here. Somewhere. Well, never mind then. Let's see where I can put this one. So if I have one over there, can I have another one? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, so there's going to be 2 little picnic tables over here. Nice, 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 in the shade of the tree. Our beautiful cork oak tree. Number 3. Yes, that is cork oak tree number 3. Worst part is how the most effective measure is to completely declare conservation areas as no-go zones. Yeah, essentially you want to have people have the right to roam and not restrict people. But yes, no, I actually agree with you there that sadly it sometimes comes down to having to really just limit everybody from doing anything actually. Not allowing people to go places just to keep them safe. But I mean, then you sit with the problem of poaching it anyways. That's a bit high up. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, then you have to defend it against poachers, but it denies good people of access to more beautiful places. Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't really deny them access. It ends up being quite costly. I mean, I used to work in Madikwe, which is in the northern part of South Africa. Now, I mean, you can go there and you can see stunning animals, but at quite the price. So, although I do appreciate the fact that a lot of that money goes for conservation, those people really work hard at keeping the little animals safe and ensuring that everything goes according to plan and according to what is required for them to continue living on, etc., etc. So they are doing God's work, to be quite honest. But like I said, you want to go and have yourself a look at some animals there. It's gonna be expensive. All right, let me see. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's just get rid of those. I think here what I'm going to do is going to add some lights again. Conservation light bulb. No, that's a jingy jangle dangle one. Like the wildebeest. There are people who enjoy the migration, but then there are people who treat it like a blood sport and stand in the way of... Oh yeah, I've heard of that. That's terrible. So essentially, they just stand in the way, stopping them from being able to move, and then just stand there and watch all the predators tear them apart. Absolutely horrible. I mean, obviously you want to have all animals get their food as well, but that, in my opinion, is not how you do it. Definitely not how you do it. You need to have nature take its course the way it needs to take its course. Don't interfere. How's about this? I think this looks good. On a lighter note. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to change this to a nighttime scene. And this is pretty, but I don't feel like it really... something like that. I think that's fine. I heard there might be complete ban on lion captivity. Blanket ban only. In official conservation areas will lions be allowed to be kept, quote unquote, in an effort to fight canned hunting. I mean, that's pretty cool. That would be awesome if they can actually get that to work. I have my opinion about hunting. I'm not against it. Not against hunting at all if it's done for the right reasons. Whether that is for conservation reasons, which you see as culling, because of overpopulation, because that ends up having a devastating effect on the rest of the creatures. So there I'm for hunting, even if it's just for food. Hunting for food. But then also use the entire animal, you know. Don't go wasting. I'm not for trophy hunting. Trophy hunting I'm really not a fan of. It's horrible, in my opinion. Trophy hunting is bad. Canned hunting should be completely banned. But hunting for the right reasons, there I can say sure. But this whole thing of lions being kept in captivity, I mean, you get people who go hunt lions and then they're so proud of themselves, you know. I don't really want to go too political with this, but they're so proud of themselves, they got themselves a lion while the lion is in a little cage. Don't feel like that deserves a pat on the back, sir, or madam, or whoever. My opinion. Right, so how's about that? A Opinions? Does it look nice? Does it need anything else? I think the lighting's pretty decent. And then obviously we're going to go move to the back and just do a little bit more plants at the back. But I think this looks pretty decent. This looks quite alright. Oh wow, we've been going for 1 hour and 20 already. This is the Silky Express. Oh nice. Alright, so not gonna waste too much time on this anymore because I've noticed that we've been spending quite a bit of time on this. But what I'm definitely gonna do here is I'm going to add a lot of bracken. Why? Because I love it. It's a fern. I love ferns. More bracken over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill this one up with bracken, and then I'm going to add a tree. Which one am I going to add? That's the question. Do I want to have another cork? Do I want to add more? I don't think the cypress trees are going to look good in there. Elm tree. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love trees. Man. Okay, but the elm trees are a little bit big. So I think maybe let's do a nice big common ash tree in here. Yep. That is good. Now, naturally, let me just check. Do we have dumpsters? We do have dumpsters in there. That is nice. Alright, so the size that they require, because I'm going to have 2 of them. Only 2. Let's see what we can do for them. Right, requirements for our cute little pangolins. They are shy, so we'll have to do something for them to be in hiding. Animal and environment protection should never be politically charged. Those who do are usually in the business of deviating both for profit. Yes, definitely. We are not in this for profit. Never for profit. Please, no profit. Go hunt your one little animal and use it for food or conservation. Devastating. Oh, okay. Yeah, devastating. Agreed. I was a little bit confused about the word there for a second, but I mean, oh yeah, no, that was just me reading and then thinking about what to do here. So sorry about the whole going quiet thing. Let's see. So Asia, we're gonna have 2 of them. Oh, it's tiny, just 198 square meters. That's gonna be minute. I think we can actually have 2 of them in there. Not gonna be necessary for 2, but we're gonna have 2 of them in there. It's big enough for 2. Don't want to have them right next to the toilet. I know people already treat them like shit, but we don't want them to live right next to it. So I'm gonna have them over here. I think that's a good little spot. Obviously, like I said, they need to be able to go into hiding. So we're gonna do a one-way. Where is it? One-way glass. Yes, indeed. We're doing one-way glass again. Okay, there we go. That's big enough. Actually, no, not really. I do want to give our animals a little bit more space to roam, you know. I don't want to just have them be in these tiny little enclosures. So I mean, yeah, sure, this is too big for them. Same with the rhino. The space that we have given to the rhino is also too big, but who cares? I think we'll have to remove that little tree over there. We haven't really given our what do you call them, the badges a big enough space, but I do think it looks pretty cool. I think it's a pretty decent spot for them. I would like to redo this though. This looks a bit messy. For some odd reason, I think maybe that's just OBS making the processor working a bit harder at the moment. I'm having a little bit of lag. Not sure why, but like I said, maybe just the processor working a bit harder with the stream going. Would really like to upgrade my processor, but that's quite expensive though. Right, what am I looking for? Laptop, nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh geez, I did the wrong one. Okay, well, I mean, you can just select them all and do that. There you go, that's better. And then obviously flip it, because now the people can't see them, but they can see the people. That is going to mean that they're just going to sit there absolutely terrified while the people press their noses up against the barrier to try and see them. I mean, who wouldn't be terrified if you have to look at a whole bunch of people just squishing their noses up against the window? Does this game have aquatic animals like Zoo Tycoon? They do. There are actually quite a few, but not things like dolphins, whales, and stuff like that. Then you find like penguins. Let me just check here quickly. I don't have the DLC that has the actual aquatics. So you have basically things like crocodiles and flamingos and hippos and you know, just animals living in or near water. But no, there aren't any fishy-like animals. Would be pretty cool though. But I don't have the aquatic DLC. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Right, let's continue along, and then while I'm here, I'm thinking, let me just filter this already. So species over here. The Chinese pangolin. There we go. They should be also burrowers. Yeah, they are. Okay, so I'll definitely add one of these. It helps a lot with them hiding away. Thinking a little one over there could be good. That gives enough shelter as well. A lovely little forage box. They love these. And then naturally I'm going to require... I don't think a rubbing pad is necessary right now. I just want to ensure that they have all that they need. All the animals you named on the DLC, or those available? Oh yeah, no, the ones that I've just named is it's available. So I mean, those are the ones that I have. I mean, they have the axolotl. Pretty awesome. Look at that face. Yeah, we got those. So basically all these are in the available ones at the moment. I'll have to actually check what the other ones are. But at the moment, I don't think I'm going to be getting any new DLCs just yet. Still have a long month ahead and a lot of things to do. Let me see. So if I have a little path for them over there, that should be good. Why did you go flip it around? That's unnecessary. So you there, and you there. I need you to please flip around. No, flip around. There we go. I want the people to see them, but I don't want them to see the people. There you go. That is lovely. Beautiful. Right, back to adding the path. Stuff. Going back to the little red ones that I have over here. Would have been nice if I had a little... Because I mean, this isn't... Okay, it's not that far. It's just right over there. So I'll make this part of the work zone 1. That didn't work. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, let me just get them in there. Firstly, don't really care about that at the moment. We can just oh, we don't have anything damaged. So stuff, work zones. We're going to go to southern. Already a lot of things that they have to deal with, but I mean, just adding that's not going to be too bad. Yeah, that's decent. That is lovely. You know, I can see the frames are dropping a little bit here, but I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Righto. Little animals. Oh, dear little animals. Let's just get them in there. Got ourselves little 2 Chinese pangolin. And then obviously what I'm going to do is, let me just go here. Animals. No, not animals. Okay, apparently we can't do that yet. Oopsies. Cheese. Chinese pangolin. I think that's spelled correctly. I might be completely wrong, but that's fine. All right, let's just wait for them to get in there. All right, so I know that these are a little bit of a problem for the people, which is kind of weird. I mean, why though? Because I mean, I guess it's just noisy. Doesn't really have much of a bad effect on them, so I guess that's fine. Okay, so we are definitely going to add a lot of trees in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over. Where are we heading to? Let's head for. No, I'm just going to go grab a bunch of trees over here. I like using this corner because it's a nice little dense area. So let me just go ahead and duplicate that. That's a lovely size. Lovely size. I might want to get rid of a few of them. It's a bit too big. There we go. Drop that there. And we can just come back here. And we'll have to obviously drop them down because they are really high at the moment. And just snap it on pause there for a second so I can just do this quickly. That one over there, that one. I'll just do these first. Drop them down. Okay. Drop these down. It's gonna be a little bit of a systematic little thing that I'm gonna have to do over here. Those, and then I think maybe that one as well. Actually, not really necessary to do that rock, but fair enough. And that one, just get it back in there. Last but not least, let's just quickly drop that bracken down. There you go. I think that's okay for now. Alrighty. And then while we wait, I don't know, do we have enough electricity over here? Don't think we do. Don't think we do. Let's just see if we can have these little failures happy. Oh, just look at that. Oh, that's so cute. Alrighty, so this is our first one to arrive in this. So this one is going to be Crochet of War. There we go. 2 new little crunchies and family members in the zoo. That's so adorable. Let me just go to the free look and we'll just have them do his little thing. Look at him walking on his knuckles. Bye. Okay, obviously we'll have to get rid of the long grass. I don't think they'll like the long grass. I'll just have to see that. Alright, so terrain. Definitely don't like the long grass. They want more soil. You've always wanted to be a pangolin. I've always wanted to be a police canine dog. Not something that's been possible ever. You know? The problem lies within the species that I am. Here we go. No more long grass. Our little pangolins don't like the long grass, but there's still a lot of long grass. Why is there so much long grass? A little bit more short grass, I guess. Now, if you can't see them, I guess that's just because your eyes are bad. Because we don't have any long grass hiding them. I have to go around and around, and for some reason we still have long grass. That's weird. Where? Where, oh where doth I see the long grass? I don't see no long grass. Okay, well the long grass is good now, but now the short grass is too much. Which is fine. Now we can start adding the soil. Exactly what they enjoy having. Got them soils. Got to add more soils because now there's too much of the short grass. Apparently they quite like the... Let's do a little bit more over here of that, and then we'll just... I think maybe blend this in over here. Just a little bit like so. There we go. I mean, this is like more than double the size that they need, but I really don't mind it. So Asia, and then those, anything here that they don't want that one. Oh, they're fine with that. Okay, that's cool. So plants, coverage, nice. Time to get those in there. So what I'm thinking is, let's add a few of these birds' nests around. Just a few of them. I think something like that should do good in that one. Have a little custard apple. I'm gonna have... Let's see if I can do something a little bit more bushy around that for them to hide in. That's a strangler fig. That's definitely not gonna work. Tamarind, way too big. Weeping willow. I will admit that if that was what I said, I would be really impressed. Alright, yeah, there we go. This is... I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably butchering it. I don't know. Really, I don't know. I'm so sorry. But anyways, it looks nice. It gets things nice and bushy. Let's see what else. Bengal. See, the Bengal bamboo is really high up, so I don't want to really do that much. Just get that in there. I think what we can do is we can add some of these custard apple trees. Just to... Here we go. That's quite nice. That starts getting things done. Add one over there. Is that it? They don't want a lot more of the plants and coverage. I mean, that's fine. Obviously, we can still up the coverage, so that's not a problem. What's this one? This is a fountain bamboo. See, the fountain bamboo is more lower down. I feel like that is actually quite nice for coverage as well, so maybe we'll add that in there as well. And then we can do a few of them, say somewhere over there. Have a little bit more going on in the front. If you can't see them over here, that's fine. You can just walk around. There's still a lot more you can see. That is poking through the glass, which I don't want. Now, in this one, we are not going to have a time lapse to lead us out of the video. once again, like I said, unless you want me to really work fast and start singing a song or something, I guess. But other than that, it's not going to work. Some more of these. I don't feel like I have a lot of variety. Let's add some color here. So, what are these? Those are the cordyline plant. Yeah, that's cool. Can add a few of these to just make it a bit more, I guess, tropical, if you can call it that. Just a little bit. Oh, we got these as well as the elephant ear. That's nice. We'll add the elephant ear in there. Naturally, we still need to give them quite a few extra little things over here. So they got that, and then they need a nice large food bowl. Where will we put that? I guess that should be okay. Right there, smack bang in the middle. Yep, you can still see them eat if they are there. They get themselves a nice little toy. It's one of those, if I fits, I sits type of toys. Just add one more there. Let's see. Ooh, a rubbing pad, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this one nice and close to the window so that people can really actually see it. Will they be able to see it? Ah, that's a bad view. Honestly, I've really not been focusing on what the people will like. Because I really don't care. I'm just enjoying the whole building little spaces for the animals to live in. Making things look pretty. That's what I do around here. Got that one. Back to the habitat. Let's see. I want to give them a nice little bit of bedding. Okay, so that does flatten it out a tiny little bit, which is perfectly fine. So now you can have a little stand here and look at them. Nice thing is we have the water thing over here, so you can just like little look at them drink over here. A small ball pumpkin. That thing is double the size of the pangolin. Why would you have them? I guess if they enjoy it, like, I guess. Little termite mounds. Oh, that's pretty decent. Haven't seen this before. Alright, so we'll put one over there. I'm pretty certain that they are quite satisfied with everything that I have at this moment, but let me just check, be sure. Yeah, enrichment's good. A diseased animal. Oh dear, that's no good. That is bad. Foot and mouth disease. Rude. Okay, so get the bit. Yeah, no, I don't think a lifetime is gonna work. Not this time of night. No. My brain's too tired for that. Anyone? Oh no, wait, I already did that. Yeah, I already did that. What's the problem? Let me just get back to my little pangolins. There we go. Ah, nice. Alright, so what I want to check here is... where's the other one? Environment is fine. We can actually add a lot more plants here. Yes. Add more plants. More plants. More plants. Let's give you nice big trees here as well. Geez, maybe not that big. Sure, one like that should do. And we can add some more of the Budlea. I don't know how to pronounce many of these words. Here, let's rather go with that one. That's good. What's this? Yeah, same. But it already has little flowers, so I'm happy with that. Some more of the bird's nest and a little bit more of the elephant ear. Here we go, one over there. pretty sure you won't mind me planting something right in the middle of your little box. Fountain, bamboo. Sure, we can do a little bit over here. It's not going to block any views, so that should be fine. Yeah. Kind of like that. It's quite nice. And then we can just add a little bit of these out in front. I mean, it's not going to bother anyone anyway, so that's fine. Just drop that around there. A little bit more over here somewhere. There we go. I am liking it. Now, naturally, we would like to do something over here as well. So let me just see here quickly. I don't think we have... We actually do. We have electricity over here. That is impressive. I did not know we had any electricity here, so we can actually do this. That would mean we go with a construction facilities. That's going to be the media devices and education, so we'll just do that one over there. And just add one over there. Up until where does this go? Ah, okay, cool. So we can still add one over here as well. That is decent. Now you there, I need you to teach people about the Chinese pangolin. You teach the people about the Chinese pangolin. I would actually like to have one of these, a conservation board as well. Let me just see what we can. Whoops. Whoa, that's weird. So let's see. So we have amphibian extinction crisis, bee population decline, ecological restoration. I'm trying to find... I would say this one is quite where we are looking at it. So yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good one. All right. Educational speaker right over here. Always put it at the back. Right over there. Now you're going to be about the Chinese pangolin, and you are going to be a little speaking point for the Chinese pangolin. Now we all know the people around these here parts are very messy, so we are definitely going to require bins as well. Let's say conservation bin right over there, conservation bin over there. Just for in case you think you're going to throw a piece of food over to the pangolin. There you go, there's a bin for you over there. And then little benches. We want the people to be able to have a rest as well, even though this is quite close to the entrance of the zoo. So I guess it's not really necessary for you to take a break. Some more lampposts. We'll just add the usual one. Classic lamppost over here. Something like that should do the trick. Yeah, it's fine. So obviously there's still a lot that I want to do on this side, but we've started finally working on the western side of the zoo. Other than the bathroom, so it's actually quite nice. We're making progress. Let me just quickly have a look here. I would like to add some more plants here, so I'm thinking I'm not going to do a lot of that, so I'm just going to once again copy these, duplicate these, grab them, move them, rotate. I don't think they like the bracken, so I'll have to remove that. That's gonna block a view. We'll just move this a little bit more. Oh, come on. There you go. Okay, the bracken is no longer inside there. Let me just grab this, move it up. Nope. Way down. All right, there we go. Just get this one to be over there. Actually, just do a normal move. Yeah, there we go. That works a lot better. I think that looks pretty decent. Quite happy with that. Let's just see here. So we got ourselves little Chinese pangolins. Finally, we're doing something in the western side. And aren't they just adorable? I don't know where your friend is though. Where is your friend? Show me your friend. Let's see. So animals, let's get that food grade up immediately. There he is. What a cute little animal. They are so adorable. Can I get closer? So free look, that should do the trick. Oops. Kind of difficult to get up close. They're so tiny. We're gonna do a little bit of zoom out. There we go. Now I just need to keep an eye on them because I think the social thing might drop. They can't see the people, which is fine. But I'll maybe have to add up those boards that tell the people to please be quiet. I think maybe let's do that. Let's do that. I don't want them to be... You still think it's underpriced? Okay, well then make 25 and 15, I guess, should be good. And then naturally, I'm going to quickly do this. And then we're going to do a quick review of all that we have done in this episode, all in this live stream. And I think then we can call it there. We've been going for nearly 2 hours now. I'm going to try and keep the streams at 2 hours for now. Somewhere in the near future, we might go up a little bit more. So construction, facilities, is it? It's science and security. Yep, that it is. Zamu Bafu. Please be quiet. Love how you managed to make the place look natural. Seems like it was what it would have been like in a real zoo. I try. I actually go look at quite a bit of pictures of actual zoos and find inspiration on people who are a lot better, you know, at Planet Zoo than I am, in building, etc, etc. So wait, let me just move that because I kind of feel like this is like in their way now. There you go. Now it's in those people's way, but not the larger group, so that's fine. All right. Yeah, I mean, that looks good. But yeah, no, I try to actually go find as many inspirational things, and I like doing research on the animals as well. Learn. That is what we have to do. We need to find knowledge. Always seek knowledge. This actually looks quite nice. Let me just do a little explore mode here. This is beautiful. Loving it. So right over there, you can see the little pangolin over there. If you can't see him, open your eyes. Alrighty, and then over here as well. I think this bush is a little bit big. Yeah, I think this bush might be a little bit too big. Might have to move that one a little bit. Oopsies. So I'm gonna grab that. Let me just grab this one and that one. And then we're gonna move this selection to the back. Yeah, sure. That's what she said. I'm sorry, there's a little bit of a delay here, so not exactly sure what you're referring to at this moment. Explore. There we go. That looks a lot better. A lot better, I say. So I'm just gonna have them play, and then as you can see, we got balloons. I'm actually quite proud of our little zoo at the moment. Alright, let's just be sure that nothing goes wrong. We'll just keep an eye on the notifications. Oh wow, there's quite a queue over there, isn't it? Yeah, it's alright. We added another. Yeah, still gotta make this look nice. Still gotta make that look good. We got that over there. Ooh, traffic. Let me just get through the traffic. Run. Now, personally, you wouldn't find me dead in a freaking area like this. There's so many people. I am not a big fan of a lot of people. Anyways, I think it looks really nice. There we go, little elephants over there. Look at them, ah, so beautiful. Why the frown? Jeez. And then I'm actually basically heading towards what we just constructed in this episode, or in this live stream. I keep on saying episode, but I'm so used to this just being episodes. And got our little elephants over here as well, still, obviously. And then here we got our little horses. Our black buck is about to mature. I think there's somewhere in this very near future I'll have to actually go around and start doing the whole releasing to the wild or selling them, because I think we are going to end up being with really large amounts of animals, especially in the Nilga and black buck little spots. So taking a big ass stroll. There we go, that's looking good. And right here we got ourselves our restaurant, the Silk Road Cafe. And then right there in the distance you're gonna see the Silky Express. Looks pretty decent actually. Must say, this is actually awesome. So over here we got our toilets. Still got a lot of plans to do, etc, etc, but I mean this is pretty fine. That's fine. We got the Silky Express right over here. And over here we got our Indian Rhino. I think it looks pretty awesome actually. Let me just go back here. Oops, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Righto, so obviously there we go, we got our rail over there. Still got them ways to go there. But yeah, I think this is a job well done for this stream. It's quite a lot of fun. Really, really, really relaxing. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. It was, as always, great having you here. Wonderful to have you join me in this very relaxing, chill time on the stream. But once again, I really appreciate you guys, and you're absolutely awesome. You absolute legends. We got about, what's this? So 14 views at the moment. Nice. Oh, it's always a pleasure. And thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting. Yeah, no, it was alright. It was alright. It was quite chilled. Nice and casual. I mean, that is basically the idea for my channel. And anyways, it's the casual gaming. So, let's just give it a few more seconds. Let me see what it looks like when I do an orbit type of thing. No, not free look. I am looking for scenic mode. Slap it here. There we go. That's fast. Wow. Okay, anyways, it's a bit hectic. I think it looks really good. Okay, but anyways, in that note, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you awesome legends in the next one. Bye-bye.